What's up guys, Brings up here. Today I'll be showing you how to make a GUI that can be open and closed by clicking apart, and also how to make a close button for the GUI. It's my first tutorial, so I apologize if it kinda sucks. But yeah, let's get into it. First, let's make our part. This will be our part that will be clicked. It can be anything, but for tutorial purposes, I'll just do this. Now we want to go at our part, go to here, press this plus button, and add a click detector. Now what this click detector does is that it detects whether or not somebody clicks this part, and that's all. Now it has this property here, you can change it. It max activation distance. It's basically the farthest distance this part can be clicked. So here it is set at default 32 studs. Anything beyond that, you cannot click it anymore, but anything below that, you can click it. Change it to whatever you want, whatever the purpose of your part is, but I'll just keep it at default because this is just a tutorial. Now, obviously, the next step is the GUI we want to be opening and closing. I'm going to be making a very simple UI with a close button that can be opened and closed, nothing more, nothing less. So to go about that, we first want to add a screen GUI and then a frame. This frame can be resized. I'll just resize it to whatever. But this is where all of your GUI elements are going to go. Like if you're making a shop, a screen, a round screen, you just put it here. But I'm not going to put anything in mind aside from one thing, and that is this text button. And this text button, all it's going to do is serve as my close button. So let me customize it real quick. Make it red, turn the text white, scale up the text, and make it X. This is just going to be our close button. Now for ease of access, I'll rename these buttons. Let's name this close button and name the screen GUI test UI. Now before adding a script, first let us make this, let's turn off the enabled value. Now you can keep it on if you want the player to immediately see this, but most of the time you don't want it to be. So I'll be keeping this closed. Now let's actually start scripting. First, let's add a local script. This will handle the opening and closing of our UI via both the click detector and this close button. I'll just rename this to handler so it doesn't get confusing. And before anything else, let's add an object value inside of the local script. Now, why? Well, it'd be the same if I were just to say local click detector. Go to workspace, wait for child part, wait for child click detector. It works the same as if I were to do my next method, but the thing about this is if I were to move this part around, like let's say it's inside a base plate, I'd have to change this all over again. So wait, workspace, wait for child, base plate, wait for child part, then wait for child click detector. It's a hassle, so instead of doing that, you'll be using an object value that will store the click detector already, so no matter where it is in the workspace, it will always refer to that same click detector. Let's just rename this click detector. Now we want to go here, set the value, click here, then set the value to the click detector. Now we can start scripting. Now first, let us call our click detector by stating local click detector is equal to script wait for child click detector, which is our object value, dot value. The value of our click detector value is this. So we already have that. And now we want to get our UI. This is simple UI is equal to the script not parent, script not parent. Now we're basically ready. And all we have to do is just say click detector dot mouse click connect function bam. And after that, UI dot enable equal to not UI dot enable. Now this already works. Let me show you. As you can see, it opens and closes if I click it again and again. But as you can see, the close button doesn't work, so we'll make it work now. All we have to do is find the close button by stating local close button is equal to UI wait for child frame wait for child close button. UI wait for child frame wait for child close button. Now we do essentially the same thing here. Close button dot activated instead of mouse click connect function, and UI dot enable is false since it's a close button, and what it should do is just close it every time. Now this should work if I were to test it right now. And bam, opens and closes via button. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Peace.